What's going on, guys? Hope you're having a good day. In this video, we are going to take all those E85 parts that I've been gathering for the past month or two. If you watch some previous videos, you know I picked up 1650 injectors, fuel injector clinic from Fuel Injector Clinic. I also picked up the fuel rail from FIC, and we got, what do we got? We got a Fuel Lab fuel filter. Okay, we got a bunch of lines and fittings from Vibrant, an Aeromotive 450 drop-in fuel pump. So let's get these things installed. I'm going to bring it over to RX 4Speed, use the lift, makes everything so much easier. And we got some preventive maintenance to do. I also got to put a new transmission pan on the bottom of it, auto trans pan. The other one was leaking, so I'm trying to solve that leak by using a nice pan that's not dented. Also want to clear out the catalytic converter. Running 110 gas in it, you hear mixed reviews that it might ruin that. So anyways, I want to let the car breathe better, so we're going to kind of punch that out, so don't tell anyone. What else? Oh, I'm going to change the oil while I'm there, while I have it up on the lift, put some fresh oil in it because it's been a little bit. I haven't changed the oil since before winter time. So since I haven't driven the car that much, I just waited until I was going to use the lift. Martin's going to help me with all the fuel stuff because he's done E85 conversions. We also have a flex fuel sensor to add, so he's got experience with that. So I'm going to do some of that other stuff on the lift, and then when I'm ready and need his help with the fuel stuff and running the lines, we're going to get this all installed and fill it up with, I don't know, maybe 15, 16 gallons of E85, whatever we can fit in the tank. Let's do it. So the car's on the lift. Transmission pan is off. I'm letting all the fluid drain out of it. I saved a lot of the fluid because it was, that fluid was still good. I am using a John Deere High Guard fluid. And I also did drain the oil already. So we changed the oil, put a new filter in. This is the new pan here. You can see much nicer looking. FIC injectors, Dunkin' Donuts, gotta have it. Martin's over there grinding on Vince's car, getting some things done. That's getting ready for a 110 race gas tune. He wants to keep it on 110, I believe. Yeah, this is where we're at. Gotta swap over the sensor too. Transmission temperature sensor. So gotta put that in the new pan as well. So put a new gasket and it still was leaking. So I drained the fluid again. You can see it's off the plug. And we are going to just RTV the heck out of the gasket. So I'm going to take it back off, put RTV on both sides of the OEM gasket. Stinks, but got to do it. And I punched this cat out already. You can see it comes with just two attachments. And I did replace that wideband sensor there, just for peace of mind, since my car was showing some phantom knock, we believe, before we put 110 gas in it. Let's see how it sounds without the cat, or I should say the cat hollowed out. Downpipe, research and development, cat back exhaust, can't beat it. Here is the 450 pump with the fittings. Martin put the fittings on for me, he did the pump as well. Look at compare the size to the 255 pump. It's a lot bigger. All this stuff I'm going to be selling. I actually used them for a while and it's all been good to me, so hopefully it goes to use. Took the T-case off, by the way, so that we can get to the fuel lines that are buried back here that we're going to get rid of. And then we're going to run the new fittings and hoses through. There's the Fuel Lab fuel filter. It's got to get mounted. We'll put the pump back in. All the vibrant fittings that we're going to be using. I'm still using my adjustable Aeromotive fuel pressure regulator that I've had. I had to take the intercooler piping off. I had to take the battery out, the strut bar off. Fresh new injectors. But yeah, I had to remove a bunch of stuff, but it's all part of it. Got the hoses cut the length, so we're ready to go. Got some fittings, made sure they attach fine. Use the swivel fittings, makes things a lot easier. So we ran out of time last night and we ran into a couple issues, nothing major. So the next day I had to take a break, go to the beach with the wife. Things were starting to open down the shore in Wildwood. Beautiful out there. Advance Auto Parts. When I went to start the car the other night, it seemed like the starter was not engaging. So that is the starter I was using is a manual starter, and I believe the spacing is a little different compared to an auto starter. So I said, let me just grab an auto starter and see if that works. And I'm going to check all the grounds and everything. If not, I can always just return this. But I figured before I head back to the shop, Martin and I thought it would give us a peace of mind to have a new starter on hand. In case our starter went bad, we figured let's put an auto starter since it wasn't using one. So we're back at the shop. There's two old manual starters, you can see them. That's the one that was in my car. This is the new one. Look how much on the manual the teeth stick out. And in the automatic, the teeth are buried a lot further in. So there's definitely a big difference. That's why we had to shim the manual one. So no more shims because the bolt backed out last time because of the shims. So now I had to take all the stuff off to get to the starter, obviously. Starter's underneath the intake manifold. But at least I won't have to use shims and we can bolt this thing down nice and snug. She's alive! The sweet smell of E85 in the air, baby. Idling pretty good, too. And we can't drive the car. Much, much better. The next morning, time to take the car home. Cold start, E85. Early morning. Let's see what happens. Wow. Fire right up. Remember, this hasn't been tuned yet. Last time it was tuned, then we dropped some 110 race gas in it. And I just had my tuner dial in the injectors while he was here before we even put them in. 1650 injectors, little injector clinic. Wipers work. Idle should settle down around, I guess, 900 once it's warmed up a little bit. Automatic life, sip and drive. On a nice dump. Made it home good, drove fine, didn't get into boost, staying out of boost until we can get a tune. My tuner told me just to use the, go through a tank of gas first and then we'll tune it, and obviously to stay out of boost because I did have some residual gas that was in there. We did try and siphon most of it out, but on the back of the gas tank on these Spyders, I don't have an access panel there, so we kind of had to siphon it out from one side. Now I could cut that out, I guess, eventually if I want to, but I really never needed to or had a reason to. Maybe now would be the good time, or would have been a good time to siphon it out. But again, I don't really want to tear too much into it and cut more metal out. So basically, I'm going to eat up this, just cruise around, use this car kind of like as a commuter car, as a daily driver for the next week or so, and eat up most of this E85, and then we'll take it out tuning, and hopefully the tune goes well, and I can maybe get some videos of it going down the track after the tune. Maybe get the Echo and go down the track, or some street pulls down to Mexico. So, but yeah, so I'm just going to enjoy the car, you know, make sure everything's good, you know, keep my eyes open, constantly checking for leaks, and then this way I know that we're ready to get it tuned. So, but yeah, shout out to RX 4Speed, Martin, for helping me, letting me use a lift, and really helping me with all these fuel lines. You know, I'm very happy. This was a long-term goal of mine to eventually put on the E85. So here we are. Can't wait to see what it does. Thanks for watching, guys. Welcome to give this video a thumbs up. Like, comment, subscribe if you're into this stuff, and you know, drop a comment. Let's talk about it. Is your car on the E85? Do you plan to go E85? Yes. I don't know. Talk to me. Take care.